What up, everybody? This your boy Black Magus, and gonna do a little video game talk today because I haven't done it in a while, and still trying to get things set up so I can bring more content on this laptop while I'm doing the whole um, new job search thing and finding a place to live so I can stop being a hobosexual, as the kids like to call it. But so I know it's been a few days, been like eesh, close to a week now, isn't it, since the Sony State of Play? But I didn't get to watch it until a couple of days ago, and then today being my day off, I'm able to record and talk about it. Real quickly, the VR stuff looked it cool. I said looked it, um, but the VR stuff looked cool. Um, I liked how Volcano High looked, and of course, I'm still I still find Tachia really really cute, and it's probably going to be a like nice little short fun adventure to play. So definitely looking forward to that. The Resident Evil 4 remake, not into that, but not because I hate Resident Evil or anything like that, but I'm not a horror suspense game type person. So for those who are into that, I think you guys are in for a treat. And of course, Street Fighter 6, like I was telling somebody, I wish I wasn't old and I had like, you know, I didn't have like the problems I have with my hands, or that I lost like my old school fighting game twitch, mobility with age, because man, that shit looks like it's gonna be fun as fuck. But I wanted to mainly just talk about what was the thing that I think most of us watched the state of play for, and that was the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, kill the Justice League gameplay. We hadn't seen any gameplay until now, so I'm sure a lot of us were kind of like excited to see it. I was curious. I wouldn't say I was excited, but definitely wanted to see what it was all about because we knew the game was coming. We knew the game was coming soon, but we never really got like a seriously deep dive into it. So this is the first bit that I think we got, and I gotta tell you, um, I guess I'm like a lot of you. I'm not impressed. Like, while I'm not saying that it's going to be a bad game, it's going to be horrible. I'm not going to like overreact like that, but I definitely was disappointed because Rocksteady, having done the Arkham series, which a lot of people like look at as like the prime example of how you're supposed to do comic book games. It, as I told my boy, it walks so Spider-Man can run, because a lot of what they took, you know, from there and implemented with the chain combat and all that, you know, that helped show you that you can make a comic book hero game and do it in a way that you capture the essence of the hero while finding a way of making playing this game, you know, fun and enjoyable. Like, it kind of gave people the confidence to make a game like Spider-Man, which I think, at least right now, to me, is the all-time best superhero um, video game that has been put out today. But this, I don't know what it is that Rocksteady is thinking, but to me, this ain't it. Like, what made Batman stand out to me, and what like I will always love Batman for, was that it made you feel like you were playing as Batman, which is the same thing that Spider-Man did. It made you feel like you were playing as Spider-Man. This seems like a hodgepodge of different gaming styles thrown together with four characters that have no real discernible difference between them other than their special abilities, which highlight, you know, their trademarks. Like, When Captain Boomerang lets off his special ability, he uses his boomerang. When King Shark lets off his special ability, you see his power and brutality. Um, you know, but outside of that, it's four characters that all fly around the city, similar to Batman in different ways. Although I said before, Harley sees more Spider-Man-ish than anything. But they traverse kind of like Batman, and they all are equipped with like a ridiculous amount of guns, which turns them into third-person shooter characters. And the melee, like again, is not that discernible. There's nothing that shows, at least from what I saw in the footage, that separated them from each other. Um, it's it's weird to me. It's like they didn't try to do what made Batman successful, which was give the characters like their identity and make you feel like you're being them. Now, to be fair to them, people like Harley Quinn, it's kind of hard to really give any separate identity because Harley Quinn, for one, isn't necessarily noted for her combat prowess. With the exception of the Suicide Squad movies, that is. But you know, I can see her being kind of put in the Batman box. Deadshot, between his weapons and tech, you could have done a lot more with him. But again, you know, maybe we're missing something. Maybe there's context there that we haven't seen yet in the full product that they couldn't condense into the presentation. King Shark, simple. He's just like big, hulking, beat your ass type character. I feel like having him with guns, like no, like, and again, it's kind of hard to like differentiate him from just a brawling character in any video game, but you could have just had him been a brawling character. That would have been fine. You didn't need the guns. And Captain Boomerang, I was expecting to have him be a more like get in and out, use the boomerang to separate himself type of like, character. But again, the gunplay part, you know, it was throwing off. Like maybe it's hard. It was hard for them to figure out how to make each character feel unique, or maybe they were just going for a generic style because this game does have 4-player co-op. Um, so they didn't want to like. I don't know. I would have felt like doing your best to make them feel like individual characters would have been much better, even in a 4-player co-op. I don't. Maybe it's just not feasible with the characters you are. I'm just thrown for a loop, honestly, by it, and it just wasn't that impressive. Like it may be a good game, it may be a fun game to play, but it didn't satisfy what I was hoping it would do. Which was again give you four unique, distinct characters to play through, solo or in a group. Yeah, and it's a shame. It's a shame because Rocksteady is a really good studio, and yeah, I hope this game turns out better than what it has impressed upon me in this gameplay view because I don't want them to fail. I think they were a good studio. They made a tremendous trilogy of games, and you know, the first time outside of the Batman realm, I don't want it to be a flop. So, but who knows? Again, it may be something that we couldn't see or that we won't know until we get our hands on. um, the game, or maybe they'll show something different as you get closer to release that will kind of shore things up. But for now, it just doesn't look like the superhero gaming experience that I would want. That's just for me. But I would love to know what you guys think. So, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll heart you later. This your boy Black Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.